Hey everyone, how's it going? So, what am I working on now? Well, I have my '06 Chevy Silverado. It's the 4.3, 5-speed, 4-wheel drive, kind of an oddball. On a video, I don't know, maybe a month ago, I showed you how to test the circuitry for the vent solenoid. And I showed you how you could do it with a light bulb and verify that the circuit actually works. So, I verified the circuit worked and the vent solenoid just wasn't working. Okay, so I replaced the vent solenoid. I think I made a video on that. Been fine for like a month. Yesterday, when I was driving, all of a sudden, after lunch, when I was coming back after lunch, that is, my check engine light popped on. Okay, it's been off for a while. I didn't check it yet. But last night, I stopped to go get gas, and when I took the gas cap off, it went, pfft. This truck has never done that, ever. So I'm like, okay, I picked up on that right away. I'm like, okay, that's a bit odd. Didn't think too much of it. I go to try to put fuel in it. Click, 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 click. It's like I could dribble it in. But if I try to go any faster, it would kick back and shut down. So I'm like, I wonder if the vent solenoid is actually stuck closed now. It was stuck open before. Now I wonder if it's stuck closed. So I'm actually getting ready to go out to lunch now. I got to run back home, take care of Gigi. So I was going to run home, and I got my scanner hooked up. I didn't look at anything yet, so let's take a look and see what we actually have. I'm venturing a guess it's a vent solenoid. Could be wrong, but you never know. All right. So, there we go. Actually, this thing should be in history, I would think. Although I did upgrade the program in this thing. Let's see. There we are. That's me. All right. So, main menu, engine. You got to watch that on the scanner, because if you go into like the history thing like that, let's say I was in ABS, it would bring you right to ABS and then you'd have to back out of it. So, anyway, let's see. Codes menu. Display codes. Let's see what we got. All powertrain codes. So remember, I said vent solenoid. Let's see what we got. And I have not checked it yet. Vent control problem. EVAP system leak large. Okay. So, P0446, vent control problem. Let me just see. This thing has troubleshooter for that year. Let's see what suggestions it has. Code tips. PO. PO4. PO446. Fuel tank pressure is out of range, possibly due to a blocked evap vent. Well, that would make sense, since I couldn't put fuel in it. Kinked hose, whatever. I got a funny feeling, since I've never, ever, ever had an issue with this thing. I got a funny feeling the new vent solenoid is probably stuck. It happens. I had purchased it a long time ago from Amazon, actually. And I'm not sure how long ago. I don't know if I still have a warranty on it, because like I said, I got it a while back. But yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to look into that. Not right now. I'm just going to lunch. So this is just a quick video. So I've actually had it, and I wish I had made a video on it. This was a while back. This is actually when I first started this channel. I had a first generation Avalanche that the guy was having that issue. And I was like, okay, got to be a stuck vent control. So I checked, the vent control was fine. So I'm like, what's going on? So I actually went to the gas station. I verified that you could not put gas in it. I was like, okay, well, I know the vent is open. So I wound up dropping the tank down, and it turned out the charcoal canister had gotten saturated with fuel at some point in its life, and all the charcoal elements that are in it came out and actually plugged the lines. I've actually seen it where when the lines get plugged like that, and the purge solenoid opens and puts a vacuum into the tank, I've actually seen it collapse a gas tank. I'd love to get one of those and show you that, but unfortunately I just don't have them. But it's something I have seen. It's very unusual, but I have seen it. The other thing too is, as the fuel was going out of it with a good sealing cap, it actually made it so it could suck the tank closed. But this was done because of the purge. That was in the old days, old days, when like the when you had a carbureted car and they had a vent on the top of the tank, if like something plugged up the vent, it could actually collapse the tank as you're using up fuel. But anyway, so I'm going to leave this video at that for now. It's just a short, quick video, nothing special. But when I get this thing in the shop, which will probably be Sunday, then I'll show you how I test that and go through that. The video I made yesterday on the Toyota Tundra that didn't run, and now it's running, had a bunch of you ask me to make a follow-up video. I'm waiting on an alternator. The alternator, I can't even see the darn thing. But once I take the alternator out to get to the connector, I'm going to just double check, make sure that wire's not grounded, which I don't think it is. I'm pretty confident it's the alternator. Just, it's from experience, you know, doing stuff like this in the past. It just has such a high load on it for whatever reason, and it's usually because the alternator itself has failed. But I also have that cartridge or cassette, whatever you want to call it, that fuse. That's coming from Toyota. It was not available aftermarket. So, manual crank windows. So, when that comes in, I'll let you know. And I don't know how much it was, but when I Googled it online, I Googled the part number that was actually on that piece there. It appeared to be anywhere from like 30 to 60 bucks. You know, depending on if you got it from like a discount warehouse or something like that. But it seemed the only place you could get that is from Toyota, or a Toyota genuine part from like a discounter or whatever. But so we got it coming from the dealer. All right, that's it. So if you're getting something out of my videos, hit that like button. If you could, please subscribe. And if you notice down in the description, you'll see I have links to Amazon products that I personally use, my scanners, stuff like that. That one launch scanner that I use that I really like, and I've been thoroughly impressed with. That's in there. That's a great product, and I stand behind that thing 100%. But yeah, even if you're not going to buy anything, if you could click on stuff, trust me, that helps me. Even just the clicks, they do help. I get a little tiny something out of it. It does help. If you want to share my videos, that helps me too. You know, views help, stuff like that. So, and like I've said before, we're moving forward with the channel. I'm moving forward with, I'm going to get a website. Moving forward on t-shirts. I should have, in the next 2 weeks, I should have a selection of like 12 different shirts. Well, not 12 different shirts, but 12 shirts that they're making for me, just as a test run, so I can make sure I like what everything is. And then we're going to go from there. All right, guys. So that's about it. Like I said, if you like my videos, hit that like button. If you could, please subscribe. All right, guys, have a great day. Keep wrenching.